Hello guys, welcome back to another Abhisha reading. Today I'm back with another special reading for you guys. Today I'm going to be answering you guys' most asked questions that you guys asked me in my community post. And let's get started and see with the first question. So I've been getting a lot of questions regarding Abhishek's parents. So first I'm going to be starting off with the first question, which is, what are Abhishek's father's thoughts on Manisha? I did answer this before in my special readings, but I'm gonna see right now, based on the current energy, how is Abhishek's father feeling regarding Manisha right now? Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. Very, very interesting. I actually did not get this before. Okay, guys. So, for Abhishek's father, I do feel like definitely he has a lot of worry for his son. And I feel like this can relate to negativity. I feel like he definitely maybe has seen his son get affected by negativity, and he has seen um, what his son can go through, okay? And even if he hasn't seen what his, let's say he hasn't seen, then someone from Abhishek's family does tell him that Abhishek is going through that and that. The mother tells him that Abhishek is feeling this way, this way. So definitely I feel like the father does worry about Abhishek regarding hate and stuff like that. He definitely wants his son to always be happy, and he definitely um, does worry about his son sometimes, okay? But I do feel like regarding Manisha, he does actually hope for them to work together. And I've said this before, all Abhishek's family was praying for Abhishek and Manisha's project. They were hoping for them to work together. And here with the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like Abhishek's dad does actually want to see Abhishek and Manisha working together for some reason. And I feel like maybe his dad is not really that much of a talkative person. Like, I feel like maybe he's like in his own element sometimes. He like here with the King of Cups, I do feel like sometimes his dad, might not say much, okay? And I feel like also maybe he doesn't really tell his son much of his point of view. I'm not sure, but this is the energy I'm feeling, guys, okay? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I do feel like this energy that maybe he doesn't really, get into his son's life that much. I feel like, he lets his son take his own decisions and all of that. Okay? Maybe he's closer with his mom. Maybe Abhishek is more closer to his mom. But definitely I feel like Abhishek's father definitely feels like Manisha is a woman, an independent woman, and definitely he knows that she is doing well in her career. And definitely I feel like Abhishek's dad hopes for the best for Manisha in her current project. I do feel like Abhishek's dad does hope that Manisha, wins, okay? So definitely I do also feel like he does really hope the best for Manisha in her career. Regarding Abhishek and Manisha, I do feel like he knows that Abhishek sort of has a liking towards Manisha. I feel like he knows that. And so I feel like Abhishek's dad, he's not against Manisha. He does not have anything regarding Manisha. And whatever makes his son happy, he's okay with it. I feel like even if he, wasn't really agreeing with something, I don't feel like he will really come to Abhishek and say that, if you guys understand what I mean. But regarding Manisha, I do feel like he does not have a problem for her. He wishes the best for her, and he does see her in a good way. But I also feel like Abhishek's dad does feel like Abhishek should be careful regarding things regarding Manisha on social media, because he doesn't want his son to get hate and all of that. And so I feel like he would like to advise his son to maybe take things carefully on social media, especially when it's regarding Manisha. But I don't feel like he is telling Abhishek to be careful regarding Manisha. I don't know if he conveyed this to him or not. But I feel like overall, I feel like his dad, is worried about his son getting hate. So I feel like if he feels like his son should be more careful, okay? If you guys understand what I mean. So overall, I don't feel like he has anything regarding Manisha. I feel like he wishes her all the best. And definitely I feel like he does know about Abhishek's feelings towards her, but the father does feel like Abhishek should be, sort of careful about how he handles things on social media when it comes to the shipping with Manisha, if you guys understand what I mean, okay? Alright, next question. Now we are coming to Abhishek's mom. Does Abhishek's mother know about Abhishek's feelings towards Manisha? So I did answer this before as well, but let's see. And what else? And can we also see what she feels regarding Manisha right now as well? So does Abhishek's mom know about Abhishek's feelings? Yes, she knows. Yeah, so I did tell you guys before that I feel like Abhishek's mom definitely knows about Abhishek's feelings towards Manisha. She knows that Abhishek does have a spot for Manisha, and she knows that Abhishek does value Manisha. Okay? And I did tell you guys in the past that I do feel like Abhishek's mom and family do tease Abhishek about Manisha, okay, a few times. And, alright, another vision. Okay, guys, um, so I'm gonna explain this to you guys, and you guys see if it feels connected or not. But what I'm seeing right now is, I do see Abhishek and his mom in the kitchen, okay? I don't know if they are in the kitchen a lot or somewhere, but I do feel like I see Abhishek and his mom in the kitchen. And I do see Abhishek, wearing white, and he is standing in the kitchen with his mom, but like the way he's standing, it's not like standing. I feel like he's like resting his hand on the kitchen counter. So like he's standing, but like he's resting his hand on the counter, if you guys know what I mean. Okay? I don't know if like this is a way that he stands sometimes or stuff, but I feel like he's like standing, but like at the same time he's resting his body and his hand on the counter of the kitchen. Okay? And I don't really hear what his mom is telling him, but I did see his mom, teasing him. But I know this is about Manisha because right when I talked about his mom knowing about him, Manisha, I got this vision. And so his mom is saying things about Manisha. That's all I know. And then she's nodding her head that, yeah, you have something, right? And then he is like, starts laughing and blushing. Okay? And then his mom, like when she saw that reaction from him, she knew that something is wrong. And then after that, he did say to her, like in some sort of way that he does, have a liking towards Manisha. He didn't tell like, oh, I love her, but he did tell, yeah, I like her. And I do hear his like, I was like, oh, like something similar to that. I don't know Indians, they really see, but I do see her like, oh, and like nodding her head. I don't know if this makes sense, you guys. Tell me in the comments, but this is what I feel. But definitely, like, I did tell you guys before that Abhishek's mom and brother do tease him about Manisha. Okay, now coming to what Abhishek's mom feels about Manisha right now. So, I feel like Abhishek's mom definitely worries about Abhishek a lot. She definitely, feels like sometimes Abhishek can carry a lot on his back. And she feels like Abhishek sometimes, he maybe gets said a lot of things and she's worried how much he can handle, okay? And sometimes she tells Abhishek to just walk away from all the haters, just walk away. Why doesn't he even go on social media and see what people say? She wants him to, just walk away from all that. And sometimes she can get strict and she can be holding her sword about Abhishek too, because she does worry about him sometimes. And she as well, like the father, she just hopes for whatever brings Abhishek happiness. If Manisha brings Abhishek happiness, then she also really values Manisha. And definitely I did tell you guys in the past that I feel like Abhishek's mom does see that Abhishek started changing after Manisha. So definitely she does as well have no problem with Abhishek and Manisha. But also, I feel like she also sometimes can get strict with Abhishek that, why are you saying things that cause you to get hate? So like she also does not want him to do things that get him hate, okay? So if you guys understand what I mean, so I feel like both of the parents feel like they do not want Abhishek to say things related to Manisha that can bring him hate, okay? I feel like they both do not feel like Abhishek I feel like they both have no problem with Manisha, okay? Even the mom, I feel like she is happy with Abhishek being around Manisha. But if it means him getting hate, she wants him to sort of stay away from it on social media. I'm not saying in real life she wants him to stay away from Manisha. But like on social media, she wants him to sort of, if it brings him hate to, sort of distance himself away from it. Especially now with everything going on. She wants him to not bring hate to himself. If you guys understand what I'm saying, okay? So I hope that made sense, okay? Now I'm gonna get to the next questions. Alright, next question. Will they ever confess their feelings to each other? Will they ever confess their feelings to each other? Will they ever confess? Yeah. Okay, guys. So, there has been a lot of fights, a lot of things. There has been a point where Abhishek and Manisha had disagreements that, like I told you guys, Manisha does not agree with what Abhishek did on social media, what he said in the interview. So definitely there has been misunderstandings between the two of them, and definitely there has been a lot of fights on social media regarding the both of them and what other fans think about the two of them. So definitely there has been a lot of chaos, okay? Um, they definitely do have feelings for each other romantically. They definitely do. But they haven't conveyed that to each other. I don't feel like they conveyed that like very clearly. I feel like the two of them do know what is going on in each other's mind, but they haven't confessed that. And if I'm being honest with you guys, the way things have been going, they do not plan on confessing at all. In fact, they closed off that idea fully, especially Manisha, I feel. Like remember when I before I left you guys, I did tell you guys that there is a chance in 2024 that they can confess to each other, and I do feel like that is possible if they fix things and if they meet up. Them meeting up is so important for them to have a heart talk conversation, for them to fix things. But right now, especially with everything going on, that is the last thing on their mind. The most important thing for the two of them right now is their friendship, is their bond, and to keep having the bond with each other, because they do not want to lose each other. They both do not want that. So them being in a relationship, them having some sort of love life, whatever that is, they do not have that a priority right now at all. So they do not plan on confessing. I'm being really honest with you guys right now. They do not plan on confessing anytime soon, and that is like fully closed right now with their mind. They do not want that, okay? And there is like this devil that is in between them that tries to sabotage things as well. So this devil, is causing problems as well. So definitely there's this person that is, also ruining things in their relationship. But you guys, I don't feel like their bond is bad, like I told you guys. I feel like things are at a good stand between the two of them, and things can get better. Things can grow definitely when they meet. And I'm gonna answer one of the questions if they're gonna meet soon or not. But definitely their bond, they're able to climb up. They're gonna be able to fix their bond. But definitely I feel like it's because that maybe the two of them are busy and they have things going on. They're not able to. But I feel like once they both get free, especially I feel like after Manisha finishes the show that she's doing currently, I feel like definitely they can climb up and meet up, okay? But right now, if I'm being completely honest, they do not at all have an intention of confessing, okay? Do I feel like they will confess in the future if they manage to have a heart-to conversation and sit down and grow their bond? Definitely, because in my 2024 reading, I did say that I do feel like this year there can be a chance to that, okay? But definitely energies change, and it depends on how the decisions they make moving forward. If they decide to meet up and if they decide to grow their bond, things are gonna go really well for them. Because I felt like this year they're gonna be vocal with each other. There's gonna be more things that are said between the two of them. So definitely after they meet, you guys, everything is gonna be very well. They're gonna contact like they used to. So meeting up is very important. Once they meet up, it's gonna be like nothing ever happened in these months, okay? So, yes, my answer for now is no. They both do not plan on confessing anytime soon. And if they do not meet up, they are gonna hide their feelings and they're not gonna confess their feelings, okay? But if they manage to meet up, definitely I promise you guys their bond is gonna be really well. Like their meeting is gonna fix everything. They just need to meet. And after that confession, I feel like is possible, okay? But definitely they will need to talk, they will need to have a hot talk conversation. Okay, but right now they do not really, that is their last of their worries right now. Confession is their last of their worries. Okay, next question. Is Abhishek going to celebrate Manisha's dance competition success with her? Okay, so I said this in my last reading. I don't really feel like he's gonna celebrate her success. I feel like he's gonna celebrate her win if she wins. I did tell you guys in my last reading that I was getting a feeling that if Manisha wins, Abhishek said that, like, if she wins, definitely I'm gonna party with her in some sort of way. So I don't feel like, I'm not really sure if he's gonna celebrate her success with her, but I feel like if she wins, definitely he's gonna celebrate in some sort of way. But let me check. Is Abhishek going to celebrate with Manisha if she wins, or just her success in her show? Okay. He really is manifesting her to win, you guys. So definitely he's gonna contact Manisha, I feel for sure after her show. I feel like definitely they're gonna have a contact. I don't really see anything about him meeting up with her for her success, but I feel like if she wins, I feel like he's definitely gonna celebrate with her somehow, okay? Definitely the feelings are there, and so Abhishek definitely feels that he's distant from Manisha right now, and definitely he wants the two of them to be closer. And so right now he's really just manifesting all the best for Manisha, manifesting her win, and definitely he wants their bond to be strong, get used to. And definitely right now I feel like Abhishek is going through a lot of undecisiveness, a lot of tower moment, and definitely he feels like in some sort of way things collapsed. So I feel like definitely after Manisha finishes her show, I feel like definitely he's gonna contact her and they're gonna have a conversation, okay? I'm not sure if this is gonna be a hard talk conversation, but I do feel like definitely he's gonna contact her regarding her show, okay? And definitely no matter what for him, I feel like Manisha is the winner. Whether she wins or not for him, I feel like Manisha is the winner. This is right when I saw this, I feel like this is what I got, that for him, no matter what, Manisha is the winner. Whether she wins or not, like for him, she's a winner. But he really manifesting her to win, okay? Alright, next question. What are their expectations from each other? Interesting. So let's see. First, let's see Manisha. What is Manisha's expectation from Abhishek? What is Manisha's expectation from Abhishek? Okay. Definitely, definitely. Okay. So this is Manisha. So Manisha's expectations from Abhishek, sometimes she feels like sometimes he gets himself into drama, maybe, or maybe she feels like he, can bring drama to himself, or maybe he can do things maybe out of, impulse or something, and he can cause drama to himself, and she expects him to not bring that to himself. She's like possessive about him, and she doesn't at all want people to say bad things about him. And so her expectation is that sometimes she does expect him, to sort of even think about him and her, because I did tell you guys that I feel like she wasn't happy that what he said in the interview. So sometimes she does expect him to, sort of think. And I feel like she did tell him that she wants him to think before acting sometimes, but because maybe sometimes he can act on impulse. And she is protective about him. She's possessive about him. I did say this, that she does not like when people send him hate, okay? At all. And so she doesn't want him to go through that chaos. She doesn't want him to feel bad. She knows that he gets affected. And so she really, expects him to sometimes not act on impulse, okay? Alright? Now let's see Abhishek. What is Abhishek's expectations from Manisha? What is Abhishek's? Okay. Anyway, so I feel like Abhishek, he sort of expects contact from Manisha. Like maybe in the past, I did tell you guys that at a certain time, Manisha used to contact him a lot, and like they used to switch. Like sometimes it was Abhishek that contacts a lot, and sometimes it's Manisha that contacts a lot. And so he sometimes expects her to call him. Like he knows that she sees some sort of fights that happen on social media. Okay. And so sometimes he does sort of expect her to call him or message him. Like he sometimes does wait for a call from her. Okay. He knows that sometimes he should be the one to call, but like sometimes he does hope that she would message him or call him. Okay. And so I feel like that is like some sort of expectation that he sometimes has from her. Okay. But definitely he understands that sometimes he could cause things for himself, and so he should break through out of that. Okay. All right. So those were the expectations. Okay, next question. What does Abhishek think about Manisha's bond with other contestants? What does Abhishek think about Manisha's bond with other contestants? Okay. Okay, guys, look how noisy he is. He's literally saying everything on social media. He might tell you guys, I don't know if he tells you guys that he doesn't watch her show or he doesn't see things, but he definitely sees things. Whether he watches just clips or the actual episodes. Okay, so tell me, Abhishek, when he sees her with other contestants, especially men, he sort of, feels that sense of being left out. Like sometimes, he would wish that Manisha can, be able to experience something similar with him. Maybe I don't know if it's a certain dance or something, but I feel like I'm feeling this feeling that like he would like to experience something that she is doing on that show with him. And so he does feel like some sort of sense of left out. And definitely I told you guys that he's possessive, he gets jealous. And sometimes, he tries to, like a person that tells himself positive thoughts. like like he tells himself stuff that like definitely her job, like he tells like himself like stuff like that. Okay. And sometimes I feel like he just tries to distract himself, and I did get a hidden truth card before that. He tries to distract himself, so sometimes he tries to distract himself by working out. I don't know if he works out, but like here I feel like he works out. He tries to distract himself by doing other things, but then he cannot help but go to social media and be noisy and go scroll on and see her updates about her show. Okay. And definitely he is, possessive about her. He does get jealous when he sees her with other men. But I do feel like there's a certain man. I feel like there's a certain man that he doesn't feel jealous with Manisha around, okay? Maybe this is a man that does help Manisha with her dancing. I'm not sure. But like there's a man that he sort of, is important for Manisha to win. And so I feel like he does not get possessive from that man when he dances with Manisha until Manisha dances a romantic thing with him. I feel like he does have no problem with that man. I don't know, for some reason he feels like he can trust that man, or he feels like that man is no danger. But I feel like when he sees her dancing with that man a romantic dance, I'm not sure if she does romantic dances, but if he sees her dancing with that man in romantic dances, then that's when he gets, sort of jealous. But he does understand that all of this is important for her to win, for her to get victory, for her to get the trophy. Okay? And so, he tries to not be this way, but sometimes he cannot help but, be nosy and go through and see clips. Okay? But definitely sometimes when he sees those things, yes, he does feel like the outsider. He does feel like there's a lot of, things that, sort of burden him. Especially that him and Manisha right now are not much in contact, so he sort of does feel left out. Okay. Alright, next question. Is there a chance of a reunion anytime soon? Let's see. Is there a chance of a reunion anytime soon? Is there a chance of a reunion? Okay. Guys, guys, it's crazy. Like after I didn't even know that Manisha was in a dance competition, you guys, until you guys told me. But like since I came back, this winning cards keep popping up, and you guys, if you see my readings, this card has to pop out in every single reading. Like I feel like winning is such an important factor for the two of them right now. Is there any chance for a reunion? Okay, you guys, so definitely I feel like right now, Abhishek really is just, waiting for Manisha to win. He really wants her to win, and also Manisha really wants to win. She just is waiting for that moment, for things to happen. And what's interesting here with the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like Abhishek, I do feel like maybe he did give Manisha some sort of guidance. Maybe he did give her some sort of tips whenever he contacted her last time. I feel like he did tell her things about her winning. Okay. But I do feel like right now the two of them just feel really drowned. They do feel like some sort of hurtfulness, and they both just don't know what to do right now, okay? I do feel like Abhishek really wants to meet with Manisha, and Manisha also just really wants to meet with Abhishek, but I don't feel like they haven't confirmed anything. So I don't really see a reunion right now. I don't really pick up a reunion happening soon. But I have a feeling that if Manisha wins, then Abhishek, can come and celebrate with her. Okay? But definitely, I feel like the two of them really want to meet up, and definitely the two of them, really miss each other, and they just want to be around each other. But I don't really pick up a for sure reunion right now. But like I said, I have this feeling that if Manisha wins, Abhishek, wants to come and celebrate with her. So a reunion can be possible if that happens, okay? Next question. Is there a chance for them to have a heart-to-heart conversation? If so, when? Is there a chance for Abhishek and Manisha to have a heart-to-heart conversation? If so, when? Will Abhishek and Manisha have a heart-to-heart conversation? Okay. So definitely right now the two of them are just, being secret about each other. They're not really saying what they feel, and that's a problem. Things need to change in order for them to get out of the feeling of being hurt and being stabbed. They both bring a lot of happiness to each other, so it's very important for them to get out of their worries, for them to not feel that they're distant from each other, for them to have this heart to conversation and come together and talk, okay? There has been a lot of judgments made even about each other. They made a lot of judgments. So it's very important to clear all of those, and I do feel like they can meet. There can be a reunion, and that's when they would have a heart-to conversation. It's better for them to have a conversation anyway, face to face, more than the phone. It's like I feel like it's just better, and they both miss each other. So when they meet, I feel like that's when they can have a heart-to conversation. Okay, and if they meet, they definitely should drop all of the guards that they just have, because they just have been really careful with what they say regarding each other. They've been holding back a lot. So I just feel like, it's better for them to talk face to face, better on the phone. So let's see if I can pick up. When will they have the heart to heart conversation? When will Abhishek and Manisha have the heart to heart conversation? When will Abhishek and Manisha have the heart to heart conversation? When will Abhishek and Manisha have the heart to conversation? Okay, within a couple of weeks. Okay, within a couple of weeks. Okay, not bad. Okay, so I'm getting within a couple of weeks. So maybe within a couple of weeks. And I do feel like there is a chance that they can talk within a couple of weeks anyway. I'm not sure when Manisha's show ends, but if it ends within a couple of weeks, then there is a big chance, because I feel like after her show ends, then definitely that's when they're gonna have time for each other. I feel that's when they're gonna be able to probably meet up or discuss things, okay? Next question. Okay, so do they still want to do an MV together? Do they both still want to do an MV together? Yes. Wow, the co-workers card came as the first one. Yeah. So definitely, I feel like they still want to work together. They still want to work together, and I feel like they done a lot of things behind the scenes, and a lot of things behind the scenes happened regarding this project, which is an MV, I believe. So definitely a lot of things happened regarding that, and I feel like they were just a few steps, just a few little steps away from doing this project. But I feel like things happened um that ruined things for them, and definitely right now and in the past they definitely really were like really undecided how to do things regarding this project, because I feel like they only had this little bit left and they were gonna be able to release it. I feel like they really worked on it. Like I do feel like they had things ready here with the magic, and I do feel like they definitely manifested the project. um and they definitely were hoping for things to work out, but definitely right now, especially, they both just feel really heartbroken that they don't know if the project is gonna come or not. Like I don't feel like it's delayed. I don't feel like it's on hold. I feel like it's in the drafts. Like because I do feel like they had things ready for the project. I feel like right now the project is like in the drafts. So they both don't know what to do with the projects right now, especially with everything going on social media. They don't know what's going to happen regarding it, but they would love to work together with each other. Okay, but there's also like this sense of heartbreak with the project right now. So I don't feel like it's canceled. I feel like it's in the drafts, not on hold, but in the drafts. Like so, whenever they want to come back to it, if the situation happened that they can work on it again, then it's gonna be there. But for now, they both just don't know what to do. I feel like they both are just really undecided right now about how things are gonna be in the future. Alright, next question is, will Abhishek ever clear things regarding him and Manisha? Will Abhishek ever clear things regarding him and Manisha? Will he ever address things? Will he ever address things? Okay. Okay. So definitely, like everything that has been said about Abhishek definitely did affect him, and definitely he knows that for him, Manisha is important. But I do feel like there's this third party that does affect things for the two of them. Here with the devil, like definitely there's like this third party that does ruin things and affect things. Okay, either from Abhishek's side or Manisha's side. Abhishek overall, he does want a new beginning. He does want to sort of balance all this chaos that goes on. I feel like sometimes he does want to defend himself. Sometimes he does want to speak up, but definitely he does not want to cause any more chaos, and so a lot of times he does think about it, and he definitely still wants to work with Manisha, like I told you guys. So I don't feel like he's gonna address things for nothing. I feel like right now either someone is holding him to not do that, or he just doesn't want to cause any more drama. But I don't feel like he's gonna address things unless him and Manisha do have a project that can be coming up, or if things get way out of hand, if people just get way out of hand and talk about him and Manisha way out of hand, I do feel like then he's gonna address things regarding him and Manisha. Okay, so either if they're gonna have a project that's coming together, he's gonna address things not because of the project, you guys, but because people are gonna question their bond for something that he said which he didn't actually mean. Okay, so he's gonna address it just so people do not bother him and Manisha regarding, the sister things, because he does not view Manisha as that, okay? So he's definitely gonna address if there is a project coming for the two of them, because people are definitely gonna be so annoying about that, he feels. So either he's gonna address it at that, or if just people just start hating way out of hand, then he's gonna get frustrated and then he's gonna address things, okay? That's what I feel, you guys. Okay, last question. Do they still? So I sort of, address this, but have feelings for each other. Yes, they do. They still have a lot of feelings for each other, but it's just right now they really need to contact. They really need to have a heart to heart conversation. There's just a lot of heartbreak. There's a lot of things that are going on in their mind. There's a lot for them to fix. But once they meet, once they reunite, they're gonna have this new beginning and all the chaos is gonna go away. But it's very important for them to say what's in their heart, okay? And to really have a heart to heart conversation. But right now they just feel really hate and they don't know what to do, okay? But I do feel like hopefully, guys, there can be a chance for a new beginning, okay? And definitely when I feel like the two of them are gonna be free, definitely that's when things are gonna open up for the two of them, okay? And that's what I see for Abhishek and Manisha right now. And sorry if I didn't answer all of you guys' questions, but I plan on doing a live pretty soon, probably next week. A live like I did before I left, where I did answer all of you guys' questions from all different types of couples. So tell me guys down in the comments below if you guys would like me to do that live. And if you guys do have a preferred time where I can do it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this special reading. And see you guys next time. Bye!